follow only golden, golden things.
Hi there, welcome to my channel. I'm Emma and this is So Do It Emma. This is where I talk all about patterns, my fabrics, new fabrics and all things sewing related. Today we are doing something a little bit different. I've done a Q&A before, but that's been kind of a straightforward Q&A, like me just rattling out the questions and answering them. Today I'm going to be doing some mending, because if I don't mend them, I can't wear them. I could wear them, but it really wouldn't annoy me because they're not quite right. Now there's two pairs of pants or trousers, as you would call them. There's a skirt and there's a dress. I think that's all at the moment. There probably is more, but at least starting these, Emma. There's some polo pair. It's where I pulled the pocket away from the side of the trouser by either getting caught on a door handle or caught on something else. Yeah, and it's just come away. And the dress, all it needs is a hook and eye at the back. It was my first everyday dress, the new craft house pattern that I did for the test, and I never put a hook and eye in it. No, because I was being lazy. Where do I start? Oh, so let's just start. Oh, I've got on my sewing machine. Could I get away with just putting black thread in? Let's just do that. Do you have favourite companies for patterns? Now, yes, I can just say yes, I do. I think one of my favourite pattern companies is Friday Pattern Company. Other one is Helen's Closet Pattern. I love Friday Pattern Company, Helen's Closet, and True Bias. And the reason why, they've all got a really, really good sizing range, especially sort of going into the bigger sizes. So they kind of just fit my block, or fit me. The block fits me. I do small adjustments like, it could be maybe the bust dart that needs to be moved. That's not as frequent as what I would think it would be. Maybe the shoulder needs a wee bit taken in, like it's too wide. But the main adjustments that I make is when I go from a bust to the hip measurement. I have to kind of grade it out from a bust measurement to my hip measurement, because my hip measurement is about 15 inches bigger than my bust, because I carry a little bit of fat. So yes, so I do like these pattern companies. Not to forget to mention Cinnamon Daisy. I love her patterns. I really need to dive in with her patterns and do her patterns, because I've got a couple of fabrics and in my head they are for those patterns. I'm not going to spill the beans because I like giving you little surprises. I do. So that is the first question. We've not even started with amending it, but I think, yeah, quite funny, because all the mains, including this one, are all sort of viscose. And that is the answer to the next question. What is my favourite fabric? And it has to be viscose. I love the drape, I love the flow, the handle. Sometimes it can be a bit of a pest when I'm sewing with it or pinning with it. Even it's not that often where I can see little white lines that appear on the viscose. That is a good thing. But I do love my viscose. I love a buttery. This is weird. A buttery feel to viscose chalet. That is truly magical. Like the Q dress that I made with this gorgeous dead stock Monsteria viscose chalet. Now, I believe it came from Yaz of Rainbow Fabrics. In the early days of Rainbow Fabrics, I bought it from the rag shop. Steph from the rag shop just stopped it, and she gave me inside info that it came from Rainbow Fabrics. So yeah, probably dead stock, but it was absolutely magical. The feel of it, it was beautiful. The reason why I'm holding my mic is I can't find the adapter. So that's why I'm holding my mic. Although it could be in this box here. So, skirt, let's do that. I hope everyone's weeks or days are going well. Up to this morning, I was feeling rather drained. Got a wee dip in the pocket here. I don't know how I did that, but it's not like massive. This is part of the Saturday set. It's a skirt, like I just said. I'm pretty sure that I had to make this here. Oh dear, Emma. I'm gonna put that to the side because I'm not quite sure. Why did I start sewing? Well, I don't know if I can go back and say why. I think I'd just seen a workshop and I wanted to make a dress, and the rest is history. It was a workshop in Edinburgh, and it was make your own Christmas dress or a special occasion dress, and it was using the Butterick 5784. I think I've got that right. So it's a fit and flare dress. Don't have it anymore. I popped it into a charity bag. Purely because I wasn't wearing it. I've tried it on, and it's amazing how my fitting skills have come on from there. And I was like, never going to wear this. I don't think I even wore it out, which is really bad. But yeah, it was fit and flare. I really enjoyed the workshop. It got me started on my dressmaking, and then I went to different classes. There was a couple of sessions where I did the adult education at the school in the evenings. The first one, I made the Dahlia dress. That was a Colette pattern, and that was really nice. Really enjoyed that. The teacher at that one particular was really nice. So yeah, and then there was another teacher, and from the word go, you kind of either really gel or you just don't. Full 68 classes, but I didn't like her technique, to say the least. She was just a bit shirty, and yeah, if you're going to teach, yeah. So I did a skirt. I think it was a simplicity one. Don't have that skirt anymore. And then I think I went down to a little shop in Haddington after that one, and I did like beginner dressmaking or beginner sewing. So we did like a cushion, like a wee book to hold your needles and stuff. I never finished that. A clutch bag, and the final thing that we were all going to do was the skirt. Now, I did most of it. It was a corduroy skirt. It was a lovely deep burgundy colour. The only problem is it didn't fit. I think that made me realise where I was like, oh, that's bad. So it didn't fit. And I'm pretty sure it was the biggest size out of the size range on the pattern. So that was a bit... never finished it. And I think I've still got it somewhere. But my gran sewed mainly machine knitted that I remember mostly. She loved measuring up for me when I went up north to Avonmore on my holiday bobs when I was up there. So anytime I was up, Emma, measure. So I had to stand and get measured for woolly knit. The unfortunate thing, it was 100% wool and it was itchy. But it was made with love and care and skill. So my grandma was a maker. My mum was more of a sewer. She did crochet, but she was more of a sewer when she got the chance. And I remember getting very, very old cloth kits. She made like this poppy dress, and when I was sort of a teen, I would borrow it and wear it. I don't think she minded, but I remember making a couple of knit dresses that were kind of fit and flare, and I used to wear them loads. So yes, here I am talking to you. This is more a babble with Emma than a mend it with Emma, isn't it? But yes, so these are my rainwear cloths. love wearing them. They are so comfy. And these are, oh, there we go. Eesh, that's ugly. That one, could not believe it when I caught myself. Either it was on a cupboard door or some form of equipment at work. I was like, yeah, you actually joking me. Rather than a farce. Got to keep the words calm, but I'm just trying to figure out what is the rip bit. Aha, right, okay. So yeah, and then I think around about that time, my mother-in-law, she was looking into her family tree, and she has access to the ancestry website. And she said, oh, so what's your dad's name and maiden name and your granddad's name and stuff. So we had a wee browse and looked at the family tree. And it was so cool to know that there was a seamstress and a dressmaker on both sides of the family. So yeah, it's nice. I mean, I suppose there's some form of dressmaker or seamstress or even tailor in everyone's family, or almost everyone's family. Bonnie Bears, the Ballantine Tonkins, Bonnie Bear and Ballantine were my grand's side. I'm not quite sure about my granddad's side. Definitely Tonkin. It's quite cool to know. That kind of spurred me on, like, even more. The skill is so, like, special. And you get to meet amazing people from all over the globe that come together and share the love of making. But now it's more make my own wardrobe, because the retail out there, the cloth or fabric that you get isn't as good as what it was. The quality has went down with so many fast fashion. The fit isn't there, to be honest. I could go into Tesco and get like a buffy style dress. I hate that term. Why did I use that? Fit and flare dress. But I don't think it would last that long. And definitely the fit wouldn't be all there. There would be something wrong with it, looking at it inside it. That's why I sold. But what really spurs me on is the community on YouTube, my wee YouTube community, the people that I meet via Instagram as well, at shows or socials like Soton. What else? Yeah. Even if I'm in a local fabric shop and I'm just browsing away, I'll get maybe a wee tap on the thing. Are you so do Emma? And I'm like, yeah. Total random, but come up to me and sort of time out of the day to come up and say hi, which is nice. And they'll sort of ask what I'm doing, and I'll try and remember and ask what they're doing. I'm often taken aback. Still not used to this, so home malarkey of being recognised as a sewing celebrity. But yeah, I take it in my stride. I don't let it go to my head, definitely not. But yeah, I just enjoy it. This is why I enjoy sewing my own clothes now. Yes, it can be a total pain when I really want to do it and I've not got the time, but on the whole, I really, really enjoy it. So next question is, what is my favourite lingerie brand and why? Well, if you live in the UK, there's a big shop, and the reason why I shop at this big shop, because I can get my size, the pants fit, the bras fit, I'm happy. To be quite honest, I'm quite plain in the lingerie because that's it. So the brand would be M&S. I've looked at Bravissimo. I don't get the lacy, to be quite honest. Okay, sexy, but it doesn't really feel sexy when you're wearing it. I feel it's scratchy. So, but I really would like to sew my own pants and maybe eventually bras. So this is coming into the M&S, yeah. So why I shop there is the bras. I tend to go for either t-shirt or the balcony, just simple, basic bras. Because they're comfortable, and the latest bra set that I got was really, really comfortable. So I need to go and see if I can get another pack of them. Hopefully payday. And the other reason is the pants. I tend to go for the. I think I'm coming in from 45s. Well, coming into 45. I really can't bother with like fancy underwear. It's sad. But yes, but saying that, there was a question rolled into this one as well. There was a couple of questions all on this thing. And the second question in this two-part question was, have you ever made a bra or lingerie? I've not made a bra, but I have made pants, and they were lace pants. And unfortunately, pant pattern really wasn't in my size. To be quite frank, nah. It was unfortunate, but hey ho. I think I won this little workshop. It was a day workshop. It was a few hours. I think someone came all the way from the Isle of Barra on the west coast of Scotland, which is absolutely incredible. The beaches on the west coast of Scotland, on the island, on the westerly isles, are absolutely phenomenal. Take it from me. It's so I really want to go to Barra. But yeah, she came all the way down to Edinburgh for this workshop to teach us how to make a pair of lace knickers. I think they were kind of a boxy fit from my. I think I've still got them actually. I will try and put a couple of pictures and a video in if I remember. Yeah, kinda that. It hasn't really sparked me going much further with that one. But Tammy Handmade has just released a high-waisted pants. A full brief pant. That's what I mean. I like a full brief granny pant, not a high waist. A full brief. The fullest that I can get. Just sucks everything in. With that in mind, Tammy Handmade has got full brief pant and a slightly less full brief. I think it's high. So yes, I'm going to maybe try that one. But Moon and Broad have got knickers as well, and I'm sure a couple of other people have as well. I think I would like to start trying to do my pants, my own pants, because I've got a few bits and pieces of jersey, cotton jerseys that I can really sew up into pants, and I'll add the cute little lace effect on the top and sort of at the legs and stuff like that. I would like to do that. Bras, I think I would like to try it, but it's like with trousers. It's taken me a wee while to get to grips with the trousers. And yeah, better just start sewing that, eh? So there was a question regarding last year's Foxtails dress. I'll put a picture in. And what was the inspiration of that? Basically, I saw the fabric, and it took me maybe a couple of days to actually think what I really want to make it in. And then the lovely Shelby on Insta, she's plus size as well, a fat source. She made the beautiful dubstone dress, and she modelled it when the pattern came out by Isosos, and she looks phenomenal. So with that, and seeing, I think it was Tamlin, gorgeous, incredible Tamlin as well. She made the dubstone as well, and okay, she's smaller than me, but if you've seen a couple of models and they look absolutely amazing, why not? Right, well, let's see if I've done a good enough repair on this pocket. Ta-da! Good as new. That's one. The other one, oh, these are the Winsaws, and the same thing happened to them. Now, I think the dress would probably have to be hand stitched. That's it there. That's a rip. Oof. Terrible that. Oof, terrible. Oh, this is a beast, this one. Ouch. Right, let's see. Insides. What's better on the inside of my Did I leave a tissue in the pocket? Yes, I did. Went through the wash, so it's no that disgusting. Good that it didn't go everywhere in the wash then, eh? Oof, this is I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. The moment of truth. Yes, so Foxtails. I went off on that one, didn't I? Oh well. Well. It's fixed. Don't know how long it'll last. It'll do a few more wears. Probably more. So second beer, we'll try that. Now the Scottish Fox. I see I can't even and talk at the same time, I just can't. The Scottish Foxtails 24 dress inspiration. Well, the fabric was really well. It was like a cotton. Definitely was cotton. It's a Bogger Dinor X designer fabric. Because I looked up. It just really suited Dubstone dress by Ezra Source. Plus the size range was really good. And I just fancied something different. So I've got something in mind for this year. Again, it's using an independent designer pattern, but I'm not going to spill the beans quite yet. Okay, I'm going to answer another question. Oh, do I have a favourite pattern? This is hard. Currently, I think it might be pants at the moment, which I just keep calling pants. I think it's the lean pants or the Winslow culottes. The lean pants are Sid Graham and the Winslow culottes are tried and true. By Helen's Closet, both really good size ranges. I particularly like hacking the Helen's Closet into a full elasticated waistband, and my head has just got round itself thinking of how I'm going to do the flat front and elasticated back on the Winslow cloth. So I can't wait to do them. Really want to do a pair of these, or maybe two. The next one is a bit of hand stitching. Yeah, you can kind of see where it's kind of got a bit of stress on that, so I think what I really need to do is get a hook and eye. But where have I got them? Hold that thought. Knew I put them somewhere recently. I've got other packets somewhere as well, which are usually in that big basket full of other things, but it would take me about half a century to get to the basket, and then another half a century, no kidding, to actually find the hook and eye. So yes, it's getting quite dark. Let's blind myself. Yeah, so it's not getting dark up, but yeah, the light is fading. It's getting cloudy outside. Literally, I've lost the bit that I need to sew. Right, okay. Need a hook and eye. So yeah, favourite pattern. It's really hard. Yeah, pants, definitely. Dresses, that's a hard one. I love my Dovestone pattern. Dovestone? No, Davenport. This is the Davenport dress by Friday Pattern Company. Now I've got four. They'll appear on the screen. And I would love to make another one. Definitely reach for right throughout the seasons, like from spring to winter, summer. Oh, have I got sellotape on this? Probably. Yeah, I think it must be like the Davenport dress. Has to be one of my favourite dress patterns because I've made 4 and I would like to make more. But you know, life has this funny thing of giving you so much inspiration. You can't handle it. So yes, I love the new latest pattern from a Friday Pack company, the Rain Dress. A needle and thread. Change the thread. And you not need red thread in this needle. I'm going to put on another. You know, it gets really dark when it's going to rain, and it could rain anytime soon. Oh, sorry guys, I'm just getting thread. I should have just put that needle rather than unthreading the needle. Right, I'm gonna thread it. So, there's a question. I think I don't know if I've answered this, but what was my first ever garment that I sold? Well, I think it was a finished garment. That would be the occasion dress. Now, if I wore it out, did I wear any of my first garments out in the garden? That was about it. I think I wore that skirt, one of my first skirts, out. That was about it. I think because it was made in cotton, it kind of just bulked out a bit. But after that, I got a bit more confident, and I did like a few seasons of a really nice class that I'm now friends with the tutor, Abby. Abby is an amazing teacher, and I highly recommend her to anyone in Edinburgh. If you can get into her classes, she will keep you right, and she's got a lovely nature. She's a brilliant teacher. So yes. So yeah, I'm probably going to make mincemeat of this. So please don't tell me. I'm just gonna do a few stitches. So the first garment, yeah. Right, we've got the hook on. We need to get the eye on. We can get this repaired. Finished. I love this everyday dress. Trying to move on before you can probably tell my eyes are a bit streamy. I've run out of thread, so I need to re-thread this just to make sure that it stays in place. Don't know if we've got time to, but anyway, yeah. I don't know where it came up, but yeah, it's nice to know that. In my history, in my ancestry, there is seamstress, tailors, dressmakers in my family tree. I love knowing that. It's just annoying that I can't see what they made. That would be cool. That would be so cool. Well, such is life. See how they did things back then. and what they used. But yeah, it's quite cool. Quite cool indeed. So, doing the second side of this hook and eye. I'm hoping that I don't have to use the hook and eye to shove it over my head. I think the everyday dress neckline is okay to pull over my head without doing the hook and eye, but it just will look better at the back when the hook and eye is in. I mean, this is sloppy. I'm not good at doing hand buttons. Hooks and eyes. I do my bloomin' noggin. Doing this double threaded. That's why I don't want to charge. Okay, we have a hook and eye, and hopefully it'll work. Did I put that hook in the wrong way? Did I? Yes, I think I did. Let's still work on. It works. It works. On that note, I'm going to try and go, and then I'll be back to answer more questions at a later date because I've still got some left. Okay, ta-ta for now. Bye. Oh, the sweat coming on my eyes. Sticky.
Wildflower only golden, golden, golden thing.